Hi gentlemen, this is page number 147. Case study. The Indian Point 3 nuclear power plant started operating in 1976 and rubber-lined butterfly valves were installed for isolation and flow control in the plant service water system. The plant uses Backish Hansen river water. Problems cropped up shortly afterwards. Research proved conclusively that the plant was denied of optimum service life from these valves primarily because of their design. Beginning in 1981, the New York Power Authority replaced 100 rubber-lined butterfly valves with double offset PTFE sealed butterfly valves. The original valves were single offset configuration. Since the replacement program started, none of the new walls have required more than routine maintenance. Source the wall book. Names Jalesbury, publication, page number 289. Question. Why were the rubber lined butterfly walls replaced with PTFE sealed butterfly walls? Answer. Since the walls were to handle brackish Hudson River water, salt and silt in the water inflicted wall erosion. The rubber lined and the wall designs allowed the service water, which cooled the power plant's heat exchanger and other components to degrade the whole valve. Hence, 100 numbers of rubber lined butterfly valves were replaced. Why were PTFE seating butterfly valves selected? Answer. PTFE seating in butterfly valves with double offset design offers optimum valve life. This design valves is able to withstand greater pressure differential up to 2 megapascal. They give more reliable and positive shutoff. Case study. The 775 megawatt nuclear power station located in Survey, Virginia, USA went online in the early 1970s and has been operating continuously for the last 20 years. Program was underway to replace the rubber-lined metal-sealed butterfly valves in the service water system with Niels Jamesbury Water Sphere high-performance butterfly valves with a nickel aluminum bronze body. The project completed in 1994. The service water system valves play an important role to the safety of the power station. The valves isolate the heat exchanger system and must serve as an effective pressure boundary for the James River water by maintaining a positive shutoff. In the containment building, the reactor coolant feed water pipe system carries fluid at 155 bar and about 575 degrees Celsius Kelvin. A leak in the reactor coolant pipe could release this high pressure and heat into the concrete reactor containment, causing an emergency situation. In case of a coolant pipe leak, the valves would open automatically, allowing the river water to flow into the heat exchangers to relieve that heat and keep the pressure inside the containment below the designed limit of 3 bar. Except during regularly scheduled system to check the operation of the valves, the HE pipes are always dry, heat exchanger pipes. The brackish river water is admittedly silty and the 16 existing valves in the system were replaced with names Jamesbury 600 water sphere high performance butterfly valves. Question. Why are the heat exchanger pipes always kept clean and dry? Answer. The purpose is to retain the proper heat transfer coefficient during the first stages of coolant system emergency, the most critical stage. Question. Why is greater stress laid on maintaining a positive shutoff of the service water valves? Answer. If river water steps into the system and is allowed to stand, marine organisms will grow in abundance. This could dramatically change the heat surface capabilities of the system. Silting on the tubes and growth of marine organism anchoring at the tube walls will adversely affect the overall heat transfer coefficient to the direct detriment of the safety of the reactor housing. Also, they jam the valve assembly and offset and reactor safety. Question: why were the butterfly valves with nickel aluminum bronze bodies selected to replace the existing ones? Answer: nickel aluminum bronze alloy has been selected for its superior resistance to brackish water. Question: why were the 16 existing butterfly valves replaced by 600 water sphere butterfly valves of names Niels Jamesbury? Answer: these are high performance butterfly valves. They are rated ANSI class 150 and are manufactured to nuclear code class 3 specifications. Question: why has the water sphere design been selected? Answer: this is because of water sphere high reliability and high performance characteristics resulting from its single piece flexibility polymeric sheet. Pressure energized to assure positively shut off over thousands of cycles. The special sheet arrangement components for pressure and temperature changes as well as wear to allow the operation with the lowest possible torque. Question: what are the added benefits of using water sphere valve? Answer: these valves features of offset shaft and eccentric disc design that exercise a calming, calming effect on the disc. This case the disc on swing completely out of contact with the seat upon opening, eliminating wear points at the top and bottom of the seat. On closing, the disc moves tightly into the flexible rib for reliable sealing around the seat. This sealing design is more effective than the squeezy type of seal used in conventional butterfly valves, where the disc is literally squeezed into the rubber or PTFE liner. Should the seat need to be replaced, only the body insert needs to be removed. No shaft or disc disassembly is necessary. Water sphere valves have high flow capacity coefficient. As a result, less energy is required to move fluids through the system. They sport special features that increase plant safety. For instance, they are quick closing. A quarter turn rotates the disc from wide open to completely closed. The movement is readily adaptable to either manual or automatic mechanical operations. In this diagram, we can see the flexibility seat of water sphere valve in pressure energized with polymeric element being increasingly forced against the disc as system pressure rises. Source: the valve book, Niels Jamesbury publication, page number 221. We can see the offset from valve center line in the diagram and offset seat center line in the diagram. This is the diagram. The eccentric disc and offset shaft of water sphere valves allows full circle sealing of the disc against the inside diameter of the sheet. Please share the knowledge if anyone knows this diagram detailed. And case study: a Finnish pulp mill had been using a convectional globe valve in its soda recovery boiler feedwater circuit to control boiler drum level. It has a conventional rising steam device that developed serious operational problems, including excessive leakage in the control of small flows and erosion through cavitation. As far back as late 1985, Niels Jamesbury supplied a Q ball valve PN250 ANSI class 1500 to eliminate these problems. And with the Q ball, the problem got eliminated. Question: why was the Q ball valve selected? Answer: Q ball is a low noise anti cavitation valve featuring tight metal to metal seating. Second, Q ball valve is more acceptable for a wide range of control applications. It features larger capacity and higher mechanical stability over the conventional control valves. No wear on seat on or trim through erosion. Small external size. Question: how did cue ball valve solve the problem? Answer: the cue ball valve works on the principle of divide and control. Divisions of total pressure drop into multiple stages and of flow into smaller streams. This design features changes the high recovery character of a rotary valve to a low recovery character. Thus, the cue ball valve can be applied to demanding applications. Filling the pressurization of a boiler makes it necessary to control flow rates under very high differential pressure, low flow rates. The cue ball construction installed in as a boiler feed water valve was quite able to handle small flows under high differential pressure conditions. You can see in the figure a typical feed water level control system using a cue ball valve to control boiler feed water flow to boiler drum. Source: the valve book, page number 286. Names: Jamesbury publication. And in this diagram we can see the boiler feed water valve arranged in after the boiler feed water. And that's it for now. Thank you.